Hello! Lazy retired granny here again. Back with the owl. And I remembered my readers. Yay for me. So yeah, we're gonna continue on the owl. Shed some light on the subject. And let's do the R's this time. That's 7. So we haven't opened the 7 bag yet. It is freezing cold up here. I kind of sort of figured out the AC. So, yeah, but it's freezing cold up here. I turned it off for a minute so that I wouldn't shiver while I was up here. So yeah, I went downstairs while this was uploading and I did a few things, and then I made me a ham sandwich. And I thought, you know, I'm gonna put something different on my ham sandwich, spice it up a little bit. So I had some barbecue sauce. So I put barbecue sauce on my bread. And I put some onions on there, and I also had, I was wanting pickles for some reason, but I had this, what do you call it? Like hamburger relish with sweet pickles. So I spread some of that on there. I put my ham on. It was pretty good. So yeah, I scarfed that down, and of course Ellie was right there while I was making my oh, I put cheese on it too. She was right there waiting for something to drop on the floor. So yeah, a couple pieces, little pieces of cheese dropped, and a couple pieces of ham. So she was happy. So when I get done here, I'm gonna go feed her dinner. Usually she eats around 5:30. But she still had a little bit left in her food, or in her dish from this morning. So if she was starving Marvin, she would have scarfed that down. And let's see, did I watch any videos? I don't think I got any videos done. I was busy on Facebook. My son posted on there with his travels, and he was showing this, oh, what did he call it? It's like, it's similar to a, oh, what's the name of it? Dragonfly. But yeah, it was, you know, one of those that we don't have here. You know, last night, now as far as I could tell, they were dragonflies. I do see a dragonfly here occasionally, but last night about, I don't know, 7 o'clock or so, there was this swarm of what I thought was dragonflies. I've never seen a swarm like that before. Not for sure if that's what it was, but they kind of resembled them. So that was kind of weird to me. And then I was talking to my son next door, and my youngest grandson, he is the same age as Ellie. He was born 2 weeks before Ellie. So I can always remember how old he is because same age as Ellie. But yeah, so he's 9. Last year he got glasses, and so today he had to go to the eye doctor and have his eyes rechecked. Yeah, he's nearsighted like his granny. And his eyes also are light sensitive, just like his granny. Yeah, because I always have sunglasses on when I'm outside. It doesn't matter if it's winter, spring, summer, fall, it doesn't matter. I always have my sunglasses on because the natural light out there really bothers my eyes. And it's funny that I need this light pad and stuff. Now, it doesn't really bother my eyes, and I don't know if it's because it's covered, but yeah. But at my house, I keep the lights down because too much light really bothers them. So generally, I only have lights on to see. It's dark. Yeah, my son came over one day and he goes, "Why is it so dark in here?" Oh, well, just the way it is. So I thought I saw an R up there, but alas, it was a K. I think that's all the R's, but I could be wrong. Oh, there's some B's I missed. Well, if there's more R's, we know where to find them. We have one color, I think, left that we have not used yet. And that is number 11, which is the K. So let's go ahead and do the K. And then we can fill in the blanks if we have time. So anyway, yeah, he went to the doctor and he needed a new prescription, and he also needs special sunglasses or shades, for when he's outside. So he got both of those. And then the doctor said his eyes are too big. And for his age, and they'll keep getting bigger. I'm going to assume that they meant is, look at that little tiny baby. No, you don't belong in there. You're out of here. I'm going to assume they meant is like his pupils or something. I don't know. But anyway, they said that they will get bigger, as he ages. I've never thought about this before. I don't know. I just didn't realize this. So he said they have this medicine out that you can put in your eyes, and it's naturopathic or whatever that is, medicine. And there's no guarantees that it will work. But the medication for a month is $150. So my son and his ex-wife they looked it up on the internet and whatnot, did some research, and there was nothing that says this drug at $150 a month will even help. It's just kind of one of those, I don't know, experimental, or one that somebody just says, yeah, we think this will work. But they recommend that they take it until they're 16. They elected not to do that. But they said if you don't do that, then if you're nearsighted, then with age, you'll also, I don't know, be, I've never heard of this before, so it's confusing. So you'd be farsighted and nearsighted, I guess. I don't know. But they contacted the insurance company that my son has eye insurance on them, and it's not a covered drug. They don't, yeah, they don't okay that. So have any of you heard of this before? I can't remember what the medicine, what it was called, but oh my goodness gracious. So yeah, before I gave my child something that you didn't know was going to work, or what the long-term effect was going to be, because the long-term effect could be something else. Might be more damaging. But I've never heard of somebody having too big of eyes. The better to see you with, my dear. And I've never noticed his eyes being big. I mean, I've seen kids with big eyes, but I didn't know that was a medical condition. I always thought they were pretty. I think I'd be wanting a second opinion before I did anything. Let's see what else happened. I talked to my son for quite a long time. That's why I didn't get too much done from the last time I was here. We were just talking about Bradley's eyes and stuff, and I took Ellie outside to go potty, and she went potty and she came running back. It was like, get me out of this heat. Yeah, the last I looked it was 103. Only a month till fall. And hopefully we don't have fall heat waves. Because we've had those in September. I remember back in '74, I was pregnant with my first son. And we were having a heat wave in September. And I had him on September 27th, and that day, well, the day before, had been so hot. Oh, it was terrible. And of course, we didn't have AC in our place, so it was even more unbearable. And, you know, when you're 9 months pregnant. But anyway, yeah, it was bad. But in the early mornings, I went into labor, and so I think it was probably about 1 o'clock in the morning. It was so hot outside still. And so we went to the hospital. He was born at 5 in the morning. And of course I was exhausted and I was sleeping and blah, blah, blah. And that was when you had to stay in the hospital, you know, for 3 or 4 days. And anyway, the next day I woke up to these strange noises outside. It was pouring down rain. Yeah, the weather finally broke. Temperatures came down and it was raining and hallelujah. And I just dropped the drill somewhere. It popped out. Generally, our state fair is at the end of the month. I think it's for 10 or 11 days. It goes till Labor Day. And usually, at least one day of the fair, it rains. And I remember one year we went, oh my gosh, the day we went, it just poured. And so in between the rain showers, the kids rode rides, and we did a lot of indoor activities that year. But they had fun. I mean, they were pretty little, so they loved seeing the animals and went to the petting zoo, and yeah, they have a lot there. They used to. I don't know if they still do, but I haven't been to the state fair quite a few years. I think the last time I was there, okay, we were doing K11. The last time we went as a family, and it was, so there was besides myself, see, there would have been 6 adults, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kids, and so But, we could, it was, I had bought tickets, ride all the rides you can until you barf, and those were good from opening to closing. And, okay, D2. And we kind of went, I went my way, they went their way. Everybody was, and we were going to meet up. And so the kids rode rides, and I told them, okay, here's what I recommend, is that number one, everybody wear bright colored shirts, the kids, so that if you do get separated, they'd be easy to spot. And then we had signed them up, each one of them, so if they did get lost, they just had to give their name. They had a little badge thing, actually, and they could go to any of the fair people, and they'd be able to, announce that they had the child. It was a good system. None of the kids got lost, but my kids are pretty good about keeping track. But, you don't know. Kids get excited and they run off. And I remember one year we had a company picnic at this place that had lots of rides and a roller rink and all kinds of stuff. And my grandson was probably, I don't know, maybe 5. And he loved the rides. And so I took him over there, and I was standing there, waiting for him. And the ride stopped, and I'm waiting for him to get off and come to me, and no Trenton. It's like, are you kidding me? What happened to him? And I'm in a panic. So I'm looking, and and the person who was doing the rides, I was, where did that little boy go? Where did he get off at? Well, then I checked some other rides, and I couldn't find him, and I had security involved and the whole thing. Well, come to find out, that little stinker, he got off the ride, but instead of, coming around where he was supposed to come out at, he snuck underneath one of the barriers and just went to another ride. He was having a great old time, just going from ride to ride, and oh my gosh. And then, if that wasn't bad enough, so he said, okay, we had that scare, we found him, security found him. Okay, so then he had to go potty. So we went to the bathroom, and I waited for him, and I said, okay, now Granny's got to go potty, and you stand right here. Okay. Well, these people must have thought I was crazy, because I said, I was talking to him, and to make sure he gave me an answer, that he was there and nobody was taking him and all that. Well, he stopped answering me within about no time. I asked him one question and no answer. And where did that L go? Because I lost the drill that went into it. Now it's, oh, there it is. That's hard to see. So I hurry up and I went running out of the bathroom, and he's nowhere to be had again. So I get hold of security, and I said, I was in the bathroom and now he's gone. I think somebody kidnapped him. And no, he was back on the rides again. And that little stinker. And he did the same thing. We took him to the beach, and you know, he was right there playing and blah, blah, blah. And I was watching him. He was fine. Well, we had the dog with us, and the dog did something, and I took my eyes off Trenton for a minute, and that's all it was. And he was not where he was the last time I looked. Oh my gosh, you know, here we are down at the ocean. That kid is fast, or he was when he was little. He's fast. And so my son and I are, you know, down by the ocean looking for him, and well, he was fine. We found him, but he was just had wandered over. He was playing with these other kids, and he was over by their family or something, you know, and who knows what he was doing over there. There's some L's that I missed, and there's two of them here and here, and I'm going to put them in right now while I'm seeing them, because those are hard to see. Yeah, so that was the big joke all the time, you know. Don't go with Granny, she loses ya. There's another L. And another L. Oops, got two. Two for the price of one. Yeah, he was a little stinker when he was little. Okay, there's a T. 5. And I see an E, which is 12. Another T. These are really hard to see. I have my readers on, but N, B's, B. But I saw another T. There it is. What was T? 5. I want to get that T up there. All right, and then the B's, 6. There's another L. I don't want to lose that. L was 4. All right, back to the B's. Okay, there's an A. Thought I saw another A somewhere else. I don't know where that was. 1. Okay. And continue down. Up. There's another A. And then N. Okay. These fit together a little bit tighter than that other canvas I did. W is 9. N. And I think that is a wrap, folks. He is, I think, done. So let's look at him a little bit at a distance. Ooh, he is really colorful, isn't he? That is beautiful. Look at that beak. So that is it, Mike. And did we even name the owl? I can't even remember. Ollie the owl. No, Hedwig. That was it. Hedwig. How come I keep forgetting that? Ugh. Hedwig the colorful owl. He is colorful. Okay, well, thanks for joining me on this journey. Talk to you later.